So yeah, so there has been lots of research on the common cold, including vaccine stuff, fairly recently and back in the day. And with SARS and MERS, and just coronaviruses generally, there's been a bit of laboratory stuff going on to kind of prod and poke the virus and look at the immune response in a laboratory setting. But it's not really got anywhere, and it's not really been a focus. And actually, I would argue, going forward, and it should have been already, that viruses with pandemic potential, and we knew we've had warning shots with SARS and things like that coronavirus is potentially that. We should have done tons more in the what we call inter-pandemic period, between scary times, with research and development, looking at things like vaccines and therapeutics and diagnostics and all those other sorts of things. But we haven't done. So we've been playing catch up. So with Ebola, when that was a big outbreak in West Africa, a lot of work's been done since. But I mean, one of the other things I do actually for research is looking at how research money is spent. So we've got this big global database of how about $100 billion of research money has been spent around the world over the last 20 years on infectious diseases. And we've looked at things like coronavirus and Ebola and flu. And if you want to, look at mad cow's disease. Remember that from years back?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not a virus, that's a prion, isn't it?
That's a prion, it's a protein. Very good knowledge there, I'm impressed. I'll give you a gold star afterwards. But funding follows the kind of public health emergencies or the public health concerns rather than being in advance. And that's something we've been very bad at in the global health community is looking at problems in advance, doing a bit of kind of forecasting and trying to work things out more so. We've started to get a bit better, but we've seen here that we're nowhere near good enough. So I still haven't answered the question. Coronavirus vaccines, the first phase 1 trial, that's the first time you chuck a vaccine into a human being to see what happens to it. That's just started in America. Over the next few weeks, we'll probably see a few more vaccine candidates trialled in a similar fashion, but we are way behind the curve. So it'll be minimum of 12 months, I reckon, before we have even a half-decent vaccine. And the first vaccines you see are often not necessarily the best ones.
Because there's a process of refinement, I imagine.
Process of refinement. So it might help that there's lots and lots of competing vaccines and who will hopefully all share data so you can kind of just process all that information in a bit more real time than you would normally. But we'll be exceptionally lucky and fortunate to have a cracking vaccine in 12 months' time. I expect it'll probably be longer than that. A vaccine might be better than nothing, but it might not be the kind of holy grail that cures everything.